We have the Industries Minister of the State, T.R. Biraja, with us. Thank you so much for speaking, sir. Earlier, you had made an announcement on Twitter that two major MOUs have signed when it comes to maritime sector. What are these and how it's going to benefit the state?
We've signed one with CSL for 15,000, another that's Cochin Shipyard, and another one with Mazagon for about 15,000 crores. That's a 30,000 crore day for us today. And we've got about 55,000 jobs from this. This is an outcome of the preparedness of the Tamil Nadu government when it comes to maritime transport manufacturing policy. Because the Honorable Chief Minister already announced this in TN Rising Thuthukudi, that we'll be looking at the shipbuilding sector in a big way. And the union government is also coming up with a maritime policy now. So we've worked in tandem with the union government on this. So this sector, because we see this as something which is of massive national importance, shipbuilding capabilities for the country is very, very key when it comes to trade and security also in a big way. So I think the union government will also appreciate the fact that the government of Tamil Nadu is working in tandem with them to make sure that we get the best outcome from this, our policy and their policy and the addition that we're going to bring to it too.
So is it going to be like building ships in the state of Tamil Nadu or going to get assistance through them?
This is building ships itself. This is a proper shipbuilding yard, massive shipbuilding yard. It's been a long time for us. That I wouldn't be able to comment now. But that's something which we are definitely looking at. Loads coming. This is all I can say right now.
On one side, the Chief Minister, we went to the Euro trip along with him. He has brought in more investments and such. But at the same time, not just Tamil Nadu, but the entire nation is facing issues over the tariffs. And now we also have the H-1B visa issue. How is it going to affect Tamil Nadu?
Well, it's been very disruptive for the whole world, and you do know that the Honorable Chief Minister has said that he will stand with the Prime Minister when it comes to all this tariff war. As I said earlier, I do stand with the union when it comes to tariff wars because our interest, protecting our interest is key. And I'm hoping the Prime Minister and his team will do a fantastic job going forward. They have a very nice relationship with President Trump, and I think he should pull all stops to make sure that things fall in line soon.
Over the earlier issue, the Chief Minister wrote a letter over the tariff issue. Now, this $100,000 deposit, how big is it going to cause an impact for us?
Well, yes. I mean, there's no clarity on the H-1B yet fully. But what I have seen is that for those who are already there, it's not going to be much of a problem, is what they've been telling us. But I've already heard from friends today that people who boarded flights today, this is like today, that's about 8 hours back, 8 hours or so back. People who boarded flights to come to China, to come to India, have deboarded. They said that no, we don't want to fly. We don't want to fly today. And then they've almost 15, 20 of them, at least that I know of, have come off the flight and have gone back into, because they want to stay with the family in the US because they don't know if they can go back in if they come here. So that's the kind of situation people are a bit traumatized. Of course, all my several IT sector youngsters are a bit traumatized about the whole announcement. They don't know what's coming. So I hope the union government steps in and steps up diplomatic talks with the Trump administration and corrects all this.
So we see that you're giving us the MOUs, the details about the money investment and also the jobs created. However, opposition leader is still asking for a white paper on this. How do you want to respond to it?
I can give somebody something to read if they know to read it.
You want to expand on that? So one last question. Now, another opposition party is also claiming that, investments are made from the families and not for the nation.
What are oppositions for? They're there to give such news to you. But see, if people ask us pointed, proper questions, we are here to answer. If there's anything productive which is going to come out of it, yes. If it's only news value, I don't have time to answer.
Why do you think two opposition parties are acting this way? Be it ADMK or TVK?
They're not connected with the people. And people know what's happening. And forget signing MOUs, we've been breaking ground. We've been conducting inaugurations. We've been handing out job appointment orders to women mostly on stage. What more do you need? So that is Tamil Nadu. See, the Tamil Nadu government and the present Chief Minister, we do not want to create numbers in the air, right? Because we know that we're here to stay. He, as the Chief Minister, in 26 also must answer the people, right? So we are going to be here for the long run. We don't think that we're here for the short run. Only people, only politicians who think they're going to be there for the short run are going to give you numbers which are not true. But my Chief Minister, Thiru M.K. Stalin Avargal, is here for the long run, and he's going to stay the Chief Minister for a long, long time for 2.0 also. It's already loading, and you will see us inaugurate all that we've signed in the near future once 2.0 loads also.
Thank you so much, sir. That was T.R.B. Raj, the Industries Minister, who very clearly mentioned that Dravidian 2.0, according to them, is going to come soon. Daniel, Pramod Madhav, for Today.